Welcome guys to another live reaction with Hungry Harmony. And this is Miraculous Season 5 Episode 27. Or what I've heard from you guys in the comments, that this is actually not like an after thing, it's like something that happened before the finale. I'm like, then why would they release this? This makes no sense. But Miraculous makes no sense whatsoever anymore, so... Well, I'm here to live react to it because this is part of Season 5, and again, I said I was telling you guys, I'm going to continue Miraculous. Like, I want to see where this is going to go. Even though they ruined my favorite character, they ruined very much a lot of things, which is very personal in my opinion, and also they ruined a lot of, or like, in this case, there's just so many continuity errors, it's ridiculously bad. That I'm like, this is the first time I'm actually acknowledging something like a show like this. This started out fantastic in my opinion, even though it didn't have the greatest writing, but there was still something to follow. Here I'm just like, the Season 5 was for me like the screaming in my face saying like, oh wow, yeah, there you won't expect this at all. I'm like, yeah, I didn't expect that, but this expectancy is kind of sad. Like, it's just like, what? But that's just a personal thing, but I want to see where this is gonna be. What this episode has in store for us. Maybe it'll have a good story, maybe it won't, we shall see. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's get started to episode 27. Well, I don't know. Something's in episode 27, maybe the finales, but then if this is part of it and it's before the finale, why did this come later? Is this like a kind of little tiny special? But it's a 22-minute episode, so this is normal. I'm confused, but I won't keep you guys waiting. Let's get started.
In the daytime, I'm Marinette, just a normal girl with a normal life. But there's something about me that no one knows yet, 'cause I've got a secret.
When things go wrong. See, where's that? That's what I miss. Action. Wonderful. Adrian looked like he was holding on to dear life.
We came as soon as we got your message.
Adrian is giving me my first Mandarin lesson. Mandarin lesson.
The situation is serious, my friends. We're gonna need your help, Adrian. All right, what can I do?
What?
First, I gotta tell you why we're here.
This is very random.
As you know, the Seine is a river. Its current acts like a conveyor belt, carrying anything that falls in it out to the ocean, including plastic waste.
Can't believe that there is so much plastic in the Seine.
Plastic is everywhere, even in our clothes.
If no one tackles the plastic problem, who will? Exactly.
Seriously? Really? I mean, okay. Sure. I mean, we had plastic oxygen, like, or wait, not plastic oxygen. It's Project Oxygen. I cannot talk today. Ah! No, this is an awareness episode, isn't it? Of letting people know how much plastic and how much waste is inside rivers, like oceans and stuff, and that's a good thing. So I can see this is why this episode, if this is what's going to be about, awareness, like how much plastic is there, and we should, you know, take care of our environment and, you know, try to use less plastic and this and that. And even though plastic is easy and cheap to make, to my knowledge, is that what it is? But yeah, I see where this is coming from, and I'm just like, okay, so it's an awareness episode. Cool. Fun. But specifically, Lino pointed at Adrian, like, Adrian, we need your help. So do you want him to model for you? Didn't he say he didn't want to model? Like, what do you want Adrian to do? Ask his fathers to stop using plastic, which I have no idea what Gabriel uses plastic or anything at all. I don't know. I'll find out. But there's also one thing I want to say. This also reminds me when COVID, this was like in 2020 during COVID, that even Miraculous even had like a little thing for kids, like, yeah, be sure to wash your hands, cough with your sleep or stuff like that. They had like a little what I just said, like, you know, an awareness video of what you should do, and, you know, to help the kids, like, your heroes do this, you should do it too, kind of thing. So I remember they had like a COVID awareness video. I didn't live react to it because I already saw it before people asked me to live react, and I'm like, oops, sorry. But that was like, what, 30 seconds or less kind of episode. If this is a full-blown episode, I'm like, wow, they're really going with the awareness here.
Which is why we've decided to take matters into our own hands.
We've converted the houseboat into an ecological water treatment plant.
Thus allowing us to intercept the numerous plastic items that fall into the Seine and pollute it. The problem with plastic is that it does not decompose.
All the plastic that's been made and we've used has ended up in the environment.
And is still there in one form or another.
Yeah, this is an awareness video. It's like a,
This morning, the situation suddenly got worse.
you're literally...
Takes out my houseboat will sink.
Exactly. Seriously. I mean, I get the concern, but why don't you use a different boat, not someone's literal house? Like, house afloat. Like, this is Luca's mom's, like, it's their home. Like, why are you using... I mean, I understand if they were in, like, they wanted to help, but they could literally lose their home if it explodes. Like, you know, if like, something happens, like, there's a hole. That's terrible! Like, save Luca and Julika's house, please.
It's a plastic waste in the Seine, all from the same item. Same item? What do you mean? Paris City Hall decided to install vending machines everywhere in order to sell these.
It's so hot out. Look at these adorable hand fans.
And since they're so affordable, we can switch them up as much as we want.
That way, every day will feel unique. The Morpho fan, designed by Gabriel.
Oh my gosh.
Have accessory to fight the heat. Available everywhere. A Bertrand King creation.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know about this.
We know it's a 3D avatar of you. It's not your fault, Adrian.
The engine won't hold out. There's too much plastic to get rid of.
We have to abandon ship, sailors.
Are you serious? No way they're gonna lose their home. Okay, I get the self-awareness that there's plastic in the ocean, but don't use someone's house if it's gonna be in danger of overheat. Like, don't use someone's home. You should have borrowed a boat or get a different boat to do this mission. Like, I am for it. Like, yes, we need to get rid of plastic in the, you know, in the water sewers and system. Like, we need to get trash out and not, you know, pollute our oceans and stuff like that. But using someone's home, like, are you kidding me? Like, for some reason, I don't blame the plastic here. I kind of blame the people who chose to use someone's home to get the plastic. Like, you don't do that. I think there's logical and safe ways to do this. Right now, I'm like, if their home literally is sinking right now, I blame them for making a poor choice right here. Again, if the mom volunteered to use their own boat, okay, then it's on her. But of course, they probably didn't know the extent of, you know, how much plastic it is. But still, like, just shut it off and just take out the plastic and just... Yeah, this was poor planning, in my opinion.
This is why we need you, buddy. These fans are a major eco-disaster. You have to talk to your old man. You know how my father is. He won't listen to me.
What if we tried to solve this another way? By going straight to the root of the problem?
10 boxes of plastic macaron trays, 20 boxes of plastic cake decorations, 100 boxes of plastic pastry labels, and last but not least, 10,000 plastic bags.
Okay, Dad, we're on it.
Are you kids sure that you don't mind?
Someone save me, Len.
Daughters help parents and friends help friends. So friends help friends' parents. Right, parents? I mean friends.
What?
And the 10,000 plastic candy bags for the Dupanchang Bakery. It's all here.
Thank you, sir. Oh, excuse me, sir. Would it be possible for us to meet your boss?
Mr. Bertrand King, the king of plastics? No, he never comes here. Bosses are up there, at the top of the social ladder.
And
That makes sense. That's how it usually works.
The social ladder.
By working there and trying to get to the top. No, I'm just kidding.
It is fantastic.
Cool.
Let's recap.
Oh my
While the
gosh.
delivery team distracts the guards, the cleaning team will go in through the service entrance. We've been discovered! Impossible! But these disguises are completely undetectable.
You!
Me?
You!
You're out in the
That's
public,
not me.
dummy.
You must be mistaken.
You! It's you on advance, isn't it?
Yes, it is him. Adrian Agrest in the flesh. Amazing, right? And it turns out we're escorting him, all of us, to his meeting with Mr. Bertrand King.
Right, that's it. I'm,
Here to discuss new advertising campaign for the Morpho fans.
right.
We're his
Come on, Adrian. You could have come up with a fun plan. No?
People.
Seriously, they're turning Adrian into a punching bag. It really is frustrating me. Just, why are they doing that? Come on, show. Love your characters, the ones you made.
Well, but first,
No, they don't, because Chloe's an example.
can I get an autograph?
Okay, that's cute. Dude. That's sweet.
I'm listening.
Hey, you're bigger than your figurine. I mean,
We know
that big.
how useful the invention of plastic has been. It was made because it's strong but also light, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to make. That's why companies like you started to make lots of items we use every day made of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It brought about great medical advances. It keeps our food fresher for longer, and it makes it easy for us to carry things around.
The real problem is that too much plastic is being made, and that most items are only used once before being thrown away.
Products such as plastic bags, wrappers.
And your Morpho fans.
What we've come to ask you is to help us put an end to plastic pollution.
You could start making your fans from materials that do break down.
Yes, that are biodegradable.
The world won't change without us and you, Mr. Plastic. Bertrand, Mr. King of Plastic. We're done.
Sure, bunch of kids, why not? But again, I understand what they're trying to show here, but nah, he's not gonna. I feel like this story is gonna be very similar. Like, I feel like this is like a season 1 freaking episode, which is fine. Just this is something like definitely like the episodes we have been given. Like, this is definitely. I mean, it's an awareness video. That's clear. But again, like, this is season 1 episode. Like, they introduce someone new. Either they're bad and then they'll become akumatized, and then they'll save the day and learn from their mistakes, and then do better in the world by not doing that mistake they did before. Whatever. If I'm really bad with sentences.
The clearest presentation I've ever been given. And of course, you're right. People buy cheap plastic items, throw them away, and buy those same plastic items over and over again.
Okay, cowboy.
Exactly. Awesome.
But that's the point. Don't get me wrong, this is all intentional. It's the wonderful cycle of throwing away and buying again that makes my fortune. If people didn't throw away and buy new items again, then I, Bertrand King, would no longer be the king of plastic. So, there is no way any of this is changing.
Because all they care about is money.
What do you think your pants are made of? That's right, plastic. What about your alliance rings? Could it be that they're also made of
Plastic.
Probably not.
Yeah, I won. Awesome.
That'd be very cheap.
Did I win?
plastic? What about your
Dolphin.
What's he made of?
I know. I am an intelligent, sensitive being, and I am made of natural,
Sensitive being.
resin, not plastic.
All right, fine. Well, nobody's perfect. But my plastic is perfect. It's here forever. And the more plastic invades the world day after day, the more I, Bertrand King, king of plastic, become rich. If I could, I'd be plastic myself. Plastic is fantastic.
Yeah, people's mindset of the year, like they live once and they want to.
Dropped 99.8%.
There's no way we're standing by
Boy.
and doing nothing.
Everything just to get rich.
Love the Morpho fans, my young friend. Removing the vending machines installed by City Hall across Paris.
Would make it possible to reduce pollution.
But it would be very damaging to my image.
Plastic can even be found in your clothes and in these hand fans you designed. You could help us convince Bertrand King.
What's that picture?
Great designers have to make certain compromises. These fans are only a trend, a way to keep the Gabriel brand thriving. They will disappear as soon as the heat wave is over.
The damages they caused to the
Which makes
environment
sense.
were made for several centuries.
It's been very nice to talk to you, Adrian. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
I mean, at least Gabriel gave him the time of day.
My father hasn't listened to me at all.
He actually did listen and gave you input back. No, not the best, but at least he talked to you. And listened.
I just can't report Bertrand King's practices in my news.
I like your necklace.
But why not?
Oh, no!
Because the king of plastic is also the king of our TV channel. It's the money from his advertisements that allows us to exist.
But if you don't talk about it, people will never know why the products he sells cause pollution. Please, Nadia, do it from unknown, or the world she'll grow up in.
If I did this, the world you grew up in would be a world where her mom no longer had a job. I'm sorry, Marinette.
It's self-aware of it.
You and Mommy mad at each other?
A lot of things.
No.
Don't be amused, it's just the news. The Morpho fan, designed by Gabriel, is the must-have accessory to fight the heat. Available
It's about to
everywhere.
start.
Bertrand
Okay,
King
set.
creation.
Ready, everyone?
Of course they get the New York and Shanghai peoples.
Our first story today is a report by Clara Pintard on the incredible heat wave that has settled in Paris for a week now, giving this month of June an air of...
Sorry to interrupt your TV news. I'm Marinette, and for the past few days, my friends and I have tried to raise awareness of a serious problem to people who have the power to act. But none of them have taken us seriously.
Adrian, your face looks a little funky there. I know you're trying to look mad, but I feel like I've seen an angrier face of yours.
We're talking about plastic pollution.
And if nothing is done, there will soon be more plastic than fish in our oceans.
Therefore, it is urgent for us to change our habits. All across the world, we must now act responsibly. We can all make good choices about the items we use every day.
These fans distributed in every city across the world are manufactured with cheap plastics not meant to last.
Instead of being short-lived, they could be sustainable and biodegradable.
These fans could be made out of bamboo, like this one.
It's so beautiful that you want to keep it forever.
Let's demand change from the people who have the power to implement environmentally sustainable solutions. For the world of tomorrow is built by the choices we all make today.
This initiative by young people from all around the world, which you discovered as an exclusive live in yesterday's broadcast, has elicited many reactions.
Oh, yesterday, I'm like, this day
I was
before.
not aware of this, but as soon as I was informed, I had every Morpho fan machine removed from Paris. My city is at the forefront of the fight for pollution. Against pollution.
I can assure you that I had no idea that my talent would be misappropriated by a polluting company.
In the coming days, we will be tracking the progress of this anti-plastic revolution.
Really?
Your idea was
Really?
Marinette, as always.
Sure. Sure. For story's sake.
You do
Sure.
realize I'll be rude. Come on now, you'll simply be less rich. You'll just get used to it. I'll tell everyone you knew that these fans were polluting. Go ahead. No one will believe you. I know.
And to akumatize him. Smart move, Gabriel.
It's such a great opportunity. These feelings
So weird.
of betrayal are such powerful inspiration for my Mega Kuma. No. Dark Moon's Rise.
Okay, this episode definitely was made for like the beginning of season 5. Yeah, because we're getting this animation again. We don't see it again after like episode 4 or something like that. I forgot which episode. Episode 3 or 4. But yeah, this is definitely in the early episodes of season 5 if they're trying to go with that. But this is also could be equivalent to season 1 episode if they wanted to for this awareness. Definitely.
King of Plastic, I am Monarch. How would you like the power to take revenge on those who turn their backs on you? And prove to the world that plastic is fantastic. Absolutely.
Wonder why he made him Western. I mean, it's a stereotypical thing to do. I've seen it in other shows too. In MLP, they did the exact same thing as well. I think it was the casino one. I think it's a stereotypical thing to do.
I am also giving you the power of action.
He looks like a candy cane.
You can paralyze anyone who tries to escape from you. Well then, Andre, you no longer believe in the goodness of plastic and money, do you? Bertrand? From now on, you may call me King of Plastic, and let me remind you how plastic is fantastic. Security!
Again, they only care about the money and what they live in at the moment, like just to be rich and live.
This city doesn't need a useless mayor. What it needs is a king of plastic.
Measurable lifestyle or...
Plastic is fantastic.
Oh dear. So he... Gotcha. So everyone's gonna become plastic. Whoa.
You freeze.
See, at least they're attacking. I was about to say, like, if someone's coming at you, like, normal policemen would actually be in defensive mode. Way to go, policemen. I'm sorry, Sabrina's dad, I forgot your name. But you could have done a lot better. I mean, you could have done a lot better a long time.
Plastic playthings, of course. Plastic really is fantastic.
That's the only thing you can say. Hey, sorry, awareness video. Don't think about it too much, Hungry. That's what I think got me into a lot of mess when thinking about it too much, but at the same time, if no one thinks about it, then it's all boring.
That's
That was almost it. Your hello was perfect. But remember, the last syllable of miss has a falling tone. New shit.
No shit.
New sheep?
Was that so bad I triggered lightning?
Don't give yourself too much credit, Marinette. Maybe.
I promised my father that I'd go home at any sign of trouble. Will you be okay?
Yeah, don't worry. I've got to review my Mandarin.
Okay, see you later then. There's no time to waste. The sooner Cat Noir saves Paris, the sooner Adrian can get back to Marinette.
And the sooner I can eat camembert.
That's sweet dedication. He wants to go back to Marinette. Like, that is sweet. Ah, look at that. I haven't seen this transformation in so a while. I love it. Yes, that's my boy.
One of his super villains.
Tiki?
Tiki Sponson!
So yeah, I would almost want to not really consider this a complete episode because it's definitely like very much an awareness video. Like, I forgot what are they called? PSA videos? I think that's what they're called. But this is what this is. Like,
Perfect timing, kitty cat. Check this out. There's a new villain in town.
And he's headed towards the house of the famous designer, Gabriel Agrest.
yeah, they're saying in a way it's like first-time watchers.
Moment to lose.
Gorilla Man best. You must protect Gorilla Man. Don't you dare let him turn into plastic. No, what the? He has a heart of gold. Oh yeah, you better be mad. I was mad.
This is all Gabriel Agrest's fault. He's gonna pay for that.
This is all Gabriel Agrestful? Sure. Yeah, this episode, how it's designed, you can tell it's like... It's almost like for people who have not seen Miraculous and it's been a while. This is a good introduction to, I guess, Season 5. It's almost like self-awareness of like, yeah, there's plastic in the oceans. Like, I agree, it's good to have that awareness. Oh. Whoopsie.
You're the tycoon who makes all these polluting fans. The king of plastic, aren't you?
King of pollution, you mean?
Misinformation. Plastic is fantastic.
Fantastic would be you ending your reign and all the pollution you're causing.
I mean, if the villain is indicated to become...
Renounce my throne? Never.
I mean...
Don't you want to take revenge on Gabriel Agrest?
He probably has more than one enemy.
If anything, we need somewhat more of electric cars. But what I've heard, the way they make some of the things that you need to make an electric car is also bad for the environment. So I'm just kind of confused.
But also, I must take my revenge. You can't humiliate a king like me and go unpunished.
Hi.
A party without plastic cups or plastic balloons, and without the king of plastic is not a real party.
Attacking kids.
Don't leave. Thanks to me, you'll be eternal and everlasting. You'll see. Plastic is fantastic.
I feel like, is this before the Resistance? Yeah, this might be before the Resistance even came to play. That would make sense. Yeah.
A plastic bag?
Your superpower has quite a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Prove that plastic is all
Yeah, it doesn't do anything because it's already plastic. Dummy.
At least it can't be turned into plastic.
Because it's already plastic. Good thinking, Cat Noir.
You're welcome, lady.
Oh my gosh.
We need more plastic. Lots and lots of plastic.
Found my incentive tonight in Paris, my lady.
I need as much plastic as can be found in the water.
You want to blow up the boat again? Looks like the boat is still floating, so I'm actually...
The houseboat's treatment system running again.
How about that?
The same problem as it did last time.
The engine won't hold out, tell ya. Only this time, Ladybug will fix everything.
True. True. But again, still. I'm glad their home is still fine. Oh, let me guess. Cataclysm it to make it a bigger explosion? I mean, it's still very dangerous. Oh dear. I would have abandoned ship. Didn't they abandon ship last time?
No more evil doing for you, Kuma.
Animation, oh my gosh. Which I don't mind, it's actually really well hidden. It's really well hidden. A lot better than the ball pit. Ball pit was like literally a thin, like a picture of a ball pit on top of a thin layer. Like that was the ball pit
Bye, little butterfly.
in episode 24. Like, are you kidding me? This I can tell, but it's still better hidden than the ball pit.
This is disgusting. Aren't you gonna help me?
This is exactly what millions of sea animals are going through around the world.
And they don't always have superheroes to offer a helping hand and save them.
Okay. Maybe plastic isn't always so fantastic.
In the future, make the products you manufacture reusable or recyclable.
Plastic is fantastic when making money.
You're right.
That's the...
I think I haven't realized until now what plastic pollution really is.
Yeah, you probably haven't left your house. Your mansion, your company. Oh, that's pretty.
Mr. Bird,
That's pretty.
here's a magical
I like
charm
that.
to help you remember your good resolution. Found it! Miraculous Ladybug!
Kind of funny that the Miraculous is a plastic bag. They're trying to, you know, have awareness of plastic, not too much plastic. It's funny. She throws it in the air, but it's a plastic bag and it saves everything. Like it restores everything. Like, isn't the point that plastic is bad? I think it's funny.
Finance the repair of the houseboat, which is clean the scent of all the plastic
Okay,
waste
good.
that was polluting it.
Good.
I'm turning over with disposable plastic. I don't want to be responsible for the problem anymore. I want to be part of the solution.
No, it's funny because, okay, I know for a kids show they're doing it on purpose just to self-awareness, like, but he's not the cause of the pollution. It's actually everyone has something to do with it. Yes, companies who make plastic bags or something like that, like, yeah, they probably need to make less. We need to reuse something. Yeah, but it's not just this one guy, but I can see by the show they're trying to pin it to this one guy, which is fair, which is understandable. I just feel bad for the guy because, like, he's not the cause of the pollution. It's actually so many other things. But for kids, I get this, how this is a self-awareness for them and to understand.
Has made us aware of the issue. We use wooden stirrers, wheat straw cups, and cloth bags.
Everything is eco-friendly, reusable, and recyclable.
The school kids at the root of this tremendous awareness-raising campaign have succeeded in creating a worldwide movement. This is absolutely miraculous.
Worldwide? Some people don't really care about the pollution, and that's hey, way to sell toys, or way to sell stuff. That's cute. Yeah, this was a cute episode. I get what they were trying to do. I already repeated them many times. It's cute. It's cute. I liked it. It would also work as an episode 1, or season 1 episode kind of thing. Like, add that on, sure. But again, this was I think it's called PSA again. But it's still cute. It's still cute. I liked it. I liked it. It was good. It was good. I mean, I would like to say it's okay. Like, it exists. It exists, but for story-wise, yeah, this was just a self-awareness episode, just to let people know. And for one like that, I think is pretty well done. Especially to help kids understand. I'm like, yeah, I think that's pretty good. And even maybe, like, young teenagers as well. So, I think it was pretty on the spot there. Though, I'll be honest, and I think a lot of you might agree, but the only plastic I would love to keep, well, not saying reusing, but the one is plastic straws. I can't do with paper straws. It's so hard to drink out of those things. Like, it already gets so mushy, like, after 10 minutes of drinking something. It's like, I can't get the rest of my drink out because of how like, the wet paper straw is just, like, dissolving. I'm like, kidding me? So, like, I would love if they could, like, I love the plastic straws, don't get me wrong. I mean, don't you? Would you not prefer that than a white paper straw? But again, I know why they're doing it, and I understand it's just hard, but again, we have to overcome some things, but still, like, I don't mind being in the pleasure of the plastic straws. Like, I am grateful for that and stuff. And, of course, recyclable plastic that you can recycle. So, I recycle time. Like we have a recycling trash can. Like I love to put all the recyclings in the recycling trash can. So I'm glad they have that. And even back home in Hungary, they do that. And I love the system they have in Hungary about recycling. But I think the people who do the best recycling, I think it's Germany. Germany, maybe Japan. I could be wrong. But I feel like Germany has, I think, one of the best like recycling systems. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I just remember listening to something and I'm like, Germany is really like strict on recycling, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, don't quote me on this. If you guys know which country actually has the best recycling system, like that's awesome. Like good on them. And if you know, let me know in the comments. I love to learn more. Like, you know, this is definitely a learning ability. I think just the stupidest thing I think they ever decided was to have someone's home be the case. I mean, I understand it's on the boat, but just like rent a boat. Like rent a boat to get all the plastic. Sure. If it explodes, I'm like, okay, but it's like it's not someone's home. Like you're not exploding someone's home. So that's the only argument I have against that. So yeah, but overall, it was a cute, sweet episode. If I put this on my tier list, it's probably an okay. It exists, kind of. But again, like this was a very well self-aware put episode. I agree. It was pretty good. And you know, it's definitely I would like to see this episode was almost for the purposes of course self-awareness and for people who maybe see this and they're like, oh, this is a show? Like they never heard of Miraculous, or they may have heard of it but never saw the episodes, and if this is their introduction to Miraculous, like it's not a bad introduction. It's not a bad one. And it's formalized in a season 1 type of episode. So if they watch this, they watch this and they go to season 1, then they'll be like, oh, cool. The only counter thing about that is that they know who Hawkmoth is, or Monarch is, or Hawkmoth. Yeah, so they know that Gabriel's dad is Hawkmoth. That they'll go in to know that. I just remember when watching season 1, we did not know who Hawkmoth was, and then I remember like even in Simon Says, or like even in season 1, we're like speculating like, okay, maybe Gabriel is Hawkmoth, but there's no evidence, and there's like, they didn't show it. And then I think in Simon Says, it was really like hinting that it might be, but they were still not showing it, so it was really well hidden. I was like, oh, like, is it? And then of course season 2 Collector were like, it's Gabriel! Like I remember that hype, and we're like, yeah! I mean, we kind of predicted it, so it wasn't like a huge shock, but we were so excited, like, it is Gabriel, so this is even more intense. Adrian is Cat Noir, and then Gabriel Agreste is Hawkmoth. Like, this is fantastic! Some kind of stuff, so yeah. Loved it. So yeah, that's the only like spoiler people who would be watching this episode for the first time and wanting to watch Miraculous, is that they would get to spoil that Gabriel is Hawkmoth. But that's okay. I think that maybe a small sacrifice to pay to that, but yeah, we didn't even get that much Chloe or Lila. Like again, this was a season 1 episode. Like this was fantastic. And we didn't even get Luca, because that would be spoilers for that. And of course the New York and Shanghai special is a little bit of a spoiler, but I guess that's why they want them to watch, like, who are those people? So yeah, I think this was those 2 things, self-awareness episode, and to get people who have not seen Miraculous or may have heard of it but didn't watch it, to get them to watch it through this, because this was a pretty good episode. So yeah, well, again, in my tier list, I'm just gonna probably say it exists for a season 5 episode, or it's okay episode. Probably, yeah, I would say it's okay. Alright guys, I think this is all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Miraculous videos. And just, of course, to support my channel. I really appreciate that. And you might have noticed I've been uploading a lot of shorts lately. It's to somehow help me make revenue. So, I mean, I'm trying to pick and nitpick the pieces that I think were, okay to, or not okay, but like something to portray in, not portray, like almost like highlighting the best or most intense or saddest parts of my live reactions to Miraculous. So I'm turning them into shorts and maybe getting more people to watch my videos. Again, like I'm doing this for fun, but again, it does help if I can make a little bit of money to help my living situation, just help to pay for rent, honestly. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm trying to upload a lot of shorts, just to get those views and just make a little revenue, honestly. It would really help with my situation and, you know, living situation. To live, I need to eat and pay for rent and pay for electrical bills and my phone bills, and Being an adult is so fun. But comes with working hard and trying to make money. So yeah, thanks guys, and I hope you guys had a wonderful rest of your Miraculous Monday. And again, I would love to hear your comments underneath the video, what you thought about this episode. Really, like, what's your thoughts on it? Was it okay, good, or was there a problem, or was there something fantastic? Like, I would love to hear your thoughts, guys. And again, have a wonderful rest of your Miraculous Monday. Hungry Harmony is gonna be out. But remember, be miraculous, simply the best, up to the test when things go wrong. Pounded. Alright, let's go patrol our own city. Come on, Özzi. Antlers ready.